Good morning, it's Kinninigan. Please share, like, subscribe. If you could support the channel, all the links are in the description. I have some tooth pain, but I'm getting by with it. So I've already expected this to happen because I realized the kind of people we're dealing with. Um, I gotta watch what I say here. The deep state needs to make a chess move soon, if you understand what I'm saying. They do not control the flow of information. They've known this for a while. But a lot of what is a threat to the elite is anyone. I don't care what you're covering on your channel. I don't care if you run a cooking channel or a channel on how to groom cats. If you have a large audience and you do not support this regime 100%, they're getting rid of you. And they're coming after people like me, too. It gets bizarre. Clones. That was just a conspiracy. Well, now there is a task force being put together by this regime to combat. I'll get to it in a second. The first thing is the Acolyte comes out. People, it's got a 14% audience rating at Rotten Tomatoes because the show is shit. They supposedly spent $200 million producing this show. Where did the money go, right? And I'll tell you what's going on. Disney was supposed to spearhead the agenda. Now, all the fence sitters on YouTube who are making constructive videos of the Acolyte criticizing it are being demonetized off the platform. I'll explain why in a second. Uh, Maybe you should pay attention to quote unquote conspiracy theorists like me because I'll explain what's exact. Yeah, remember the scene?
We have enemy ships in Sector 47.
It's a trap!
It's a trap. I saw this coming. Of course, the Acolyte's a piece of shit. Have you ever thought, gee, maybe this is coming from a reptilian conspiracy theorist? Yeah, maybe Disney is involved in money laundering and other things. Can't really talk about that aspect because it's about little ones. Maybe they're doing money laundering for the Democratic Party. Then that would make a lot of sense. Gee, you think they didn't know that this TV show was a glorified piece of shit? Hollywood's been making TV shows and movies for a long time. They know what they're doing. And they know who to put in charge of products to get certain results, okay? Disney did make good movies. Go back to Pirates of the Caribbean. I just rewatched them. They are excellent movies. They were produced by Jerry Bruckheimer. They were big budget movies. They had a strong female woman, although the female protagonist in Pirates of the Caribbean saga, yeah, she's got big feet. That's all I'm saying. But you still had a female in there. There was diversity, and yeah, it was one of the best villains I think in any Disney movie. Davy Jones, awesome. The level of CGI and amount of that went into the craft to make those movies, for example, were good because they were not trying to push this agenda. Now it's become quite obvious to people that they are involved. So everyone who's been covering, and this is what I mean. I don't care if you've been a fence sitter on your YouTube channel and you thought that was going to keep you safe from this regime. Oh yeah, Pikachu face. Here goes a YouTuber with over 1 million subs to quartering. He has been demonetized by YouTube for criticizing the Acolyte. I saw this coming a mile away. But the plot thickens. Yeah, I do miss those synchronism with movies a lot, okay? Luckily, they're, But these are YouTube channels that for the past 4 years, all they've been doing is making videos about woke this, woke that, criticizing the regime. And now we have election time coming up, and the deep state needs to make a chess move. That means they need to control information. False flags don't work if you can't control the narrative. Did I say that out loud? Well, anyway. So these anyone critical of the Acolyte is being demonetized on YouTube, and they are look. If you got 1 million subs on YouTube, you're a threat to this regime if you do not condone their policies 1,000%. Um, what's going to save your channel? I don't know. Go get a sex operation. Maybe. Then maybe. Go buy yourself some tits. You might make it another year on YouTube. I'm not surprised by this. I get demonetized. This is why I don't monetize my YouTube videos. Hello? They send me emails every day. By the way, if you email me at this address and I don't respond, this is because this is not my main email address. Someone did. I just deleted it. He was a troll anyway. This is not. If you want to email me, you email me at Kinninigan at Gmail. I have 20 YouTube accounts. Okay? I don't take emails from most of them because they're just. Yeah, they went after me. Now I don't even monetize my videos, but they're telling me my Turkey UFO and Area 51 footage cannot be monetized. I got to file a copyright against this. I've had this video in my library for years, okay? But they are trying to shut people down. This is why I don't monetize my videos, because every one of my videos would go for monetization review. So I have decided to depend on the support of my subscribers. If I had 1 million subs on YouTube and I was selling coffee, just saying, there's no reason for me to be greedy and put AdSense on my videos. I only have 1,500 subs. I don't know how I do it. I bitch a lot. It's not easy. I'm a Leo. We're coming up to Leo season. I like nice things, but I can't afford them. But I still wouldn't run ads on my videos, and I would find other ways to support myself. You know, so I'm not surprised there. If you're a big YouTuber and you're being demonetized and targeted now by the regime, they're looking to get rid of you. Especially if YouTube knows that you used to run live streams on this platform, but then you moved over to Rumble to do it over there. They don't see that one either. Come on. Just saying. There's only two people on this platform that we've been kicked off multiple times. I know we have. Maybe because we're nuts, but he has a lot more money than I do, and that's Salty Cracker. He's still making videos on YouTube. They come up in my feed. I'm like, how many times has he been kicked off? How many live streams have they stopped on him? We're stubborn. Okay, I can respect stubborn now. But I don't expect. I don't think that Salty Cracker comes to this platform expecting to be monetized. Just saying. He's not surprised there. But you other YouTubers who are like, well, I never talked about the 17th letter of the alphabet. I never talk about the Orange Man. I've been a fence sitter. But you make videos every day about woke shit, and you took the bait for the Acolyte. I think it was a trap. There's a lot of evil, serious shit that they are trying to hide. And if some YouTuber gets in the way, see ya. So, a lot of people are getting demonetized because they criticize. Surprise face there. You want to hang with the big dogs, you learn how to piss in the tall grass, right? Whatever. Comes from the YouTube channel of 1,500 subs. But hey, it's because I'm on my 10th channel. 1,424. And no, we are not monetized. So here is this article came out 3 days ago at the Gateway Pundit. Let me media hypes Trump's age as he turns 78. Meanwhile, conspiracy that Dimensional Joe is a clone continues to surface on the internet. Now, in defense of clones, I've made video on the technology. Yes, it does exist, but there is one factor that people are not taking into consideration. One, a clone doesn't give you different color eyes. What happened to Joe's blue eyes? It doesn't change your earlobes. And two, if you're going to age a clone 80 years that's modeled after a human, yeah, you might have the DNA sequence correct. There are a lot of environmental factors that go into the development of our human body throughout growing. Are you a pirate? You're going to have a wind blown face. Do you ride motorcycles for a living? Yeah, you would have. Are you in the desert? Are you in Canada? Your skin color is going to be different. It's going to age differently. What kind of diet are you eating? Point I'm making to age a clone up to look exactly like an 80-year-old that's already existing is just, I don't even see that technology being there. You're more than likely dealing with face masks. But the regime knows this. It gets even more sinister. So now the White House, this is a play on the word deepfake, which is a real thing. That's an AI generated video, which we suspected they were going to use to explain a lot of the videos on someone's laptop. That's all I'm saying. Oh, no, those are deep fakes. Now they're calling them cheap fakes. Talk about a play on words right there. Cheap instead of deep. It's cheap fakes now. White House claims videos of Joe Biden's public malfunctions are fabricated. And the White House has made a task force to deal with disinformation online over incorrect videos. But I noticed something. They put out a. Where's that picture at? This picture right here, which started it. This is not a real pic. These people are transposed into the picture. This is a deep fake. It's so obvious. I could tell, even if you're not a video editor and you just consume a lot of media and film, look at the sharpness between the background and the characters in the front. They're transposed in. Kind of like Photoshop. It's so obvious. The shadows don't line up on the ground. This is, and this is what they were saying started the whole. Now, they have a picture that actually is fake that they can go back to and say, yeah, this is fabricated. And they're not lying. However, long story short, I'm not making any videos criticizing this asshole anymore. I'm done. I'm not losing another YouTube channel. Basically, the Democrats, Disney, YouTube, and Google is telling you we're going to piss on your leg and tell you it's raining. You're going to keep your mouth shut. You're going to accept the regime and what we say, or we will destroy you. Period. There's too much on the line. A lot of the stuff I can't talk about openly. That's where Disney would come into play. They were tip of the spear on trying to normalize a certain type of lifestyle. To go back to Star Wars: A New Hope, remember Obi-Wan when he pulls up to the canteen and he says to them, "These are not the maps you're looking for." If you know what maps means, yeah, yeah. If you know, you know. So we knew a purge was coming. They do it once a year, usually on this platform. And now the purges are just getting more and more up in your face. Nobody is safe on this platform. And if you are a fence sitter, I would highly suggest that you stop making videos criticizing anything about woke, the regime. It's not going to end well. Uh, just saying, the billions and billions that have went through that Slavic country over there is a lot more important than whatever AdSense your million sub YouTube channels making. Just saying, and they want to normalize that type of life. They're already billionaires. They have all the money they could possibly want. What they don't have is public approval. And if you know, you know. But it seems like a lot of people are taking the bait, and everyone who is, well, it's kind of obvious. If you don't like the Acolyte, you're not the type of servants this regime is looking for. Oh, here goes a deep fake. This is a real deep fake. This is George Lucas watching the Acolyte.
I created them.
And I am going to cancel my Disney Plus subscription.
This is a deep fake, which is what they were. And these are funny. I'm not going to play it because there's probably a lot of copyright in this. I don't want to be doxing Disney Plus TV shows right now. Not the best. George Lucas hates Star Wars. Deep fake. Maybe I'll stick to reptilians. I'm not losing a YouTube channel because I want to criticize the Acolyte or accuse someone. And you know, I'm even defending that. You just heard me say in this video he's not a clone because to age a body up to 80 years with all the environmental factors that come into play from diet to are you in the sun, are you not in the sun, how your body ages, injuries, scars. A lot of us have scars. You wouldn't be able to reproduce those with DNA cloning. Just saying. Um, I think you're looking more on the lines of mask. And it doesn't explain the eye color. It doesn't explain the different ear shape or chin shape. But yeah, so that's getting out. And this started when with an interview that was done recently with him, where you could clearly tell that the glue came off the John, the mask, right on his neck. And I always thought there would be a day when they would attack my YouTube channel with all the reptilian videos I make saying you say we're reptilian, whatever. I still won't be surprised when that day comes, but now the normies, yeah, call yourself a normie. Believe me, if you're criticizing the regime for a living, you're fighting the same war I am. It's just you can't associate with me because I deal with reptilians. It's because I get to the head of the snake. That's all. Sun Tzu, The Art of War. In fact, I got a copy of that. You gotta know your enemy. So, yeah, there's a purge coming. And everyone who is making all these Acolyte videos and then getting demonetized from YouTube, yeah, I'll tell you why.
It's a trap!
Anyway, if you can support the channel, all the links are in the description. Take care and God bless.